Se alguém perguntasse como é a sua rotina em inglês, você saberia responder? Hoje nós temos o primeiro episódio do nosso podcast Conversation Club. A Ellie e o James vão te mostrar, de forma super fácil e divertida, como falar sobre a sua rotina em inglês. Bora aprender a falar sobre o seu dia a dia.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Teacher Elza's Conversation Club. I'm Ellie.
And I'm James. It's fantastic to be here again. And to all our amazing listeners, thank you for tuning in.
Today, we have a super simple and incredibly useful topic for all you beginners out there. We're going to talk about something we all do every single day, but which can sometimes be tricky to describe in English, our daily routine.
That's right, Ellie. It's a fantastic way to learn some basic verbs and essential vocabulary that you'll use constantly. We want you to feel more confident talking about your day-to-day life.
Before we dive in, if you're enjoying learning English with us, please remember to subscribe to Teacher Elza's Conversation Club. Share this episode with your friends who are also on their English learning journey, and give us a thumbs up. It really helps us a lot to keep creating quality content for you.
Yes, please do. And we'd absolutely love to hear from you too. So feel free to leave a comment below about your own daily routine or anything else you're currently learning. Your interactions mean the world to us.
All right, James, are you ready to chat about what we do throughout our day?
Absolutely. Let's kick things off with the morning. Ellie, what's the very first thing you usually do?
Well, the first thing I do is wake up. I usually wake up around 6 a.m., and I try to get out of bed right away, on the first alarm. No scrolling on my phone while still in bed. This is a key phrase, get out of bed.
6 a.m. Wow, that's quite early. I sometimes wake up a little later, around 8:30 a.m. I guess I'm not as much of an early bird as you are.
After I get out of bed, I head straight to the bathroom to brush my teeth and wash my face. These are common actions for daily vocabulary. After that, I usually make my way to the kitchen. What about you, James? What's your next step in the morning?
After getting ready, I usually make breakfast. What do you typically have for breakfast, Ellie?
I often have a natural juice with some granola. Sometimes I'll have a piece of fruit like a pear or some berries. Simple and energizing.
A natural juice and granola. Sounds delicious and healthy. I usually have coffee and some toasts. After breakfast, I get dressed, which means putting on your clothes.
That's right. I pick up my clothes, I choose my clothes for the day, and put them on. And what's next for you after getting dressed, James?
Well, if I'm going out, I might put on my shoes and grab my backpack.
Me too, but I grab my purse instead.
And then I usually head out the door. Where do you typically go when you leave home in the morning, James?
I usually head to the university. I'm a student, so I go to classes. Sometimes I have online lectures from home, but mostly I am on campus. How about you, Ellie? Where do you go after leaving the house?
I often work from my home office, but some days I go to the studio for recordings. It's a nice mix. So, James, to quickly recap our morning, we've covered verbs like wake up, get out of bed, brush my teeth, wash my face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, head out the door, and go to classes or work.
That's a fantastic list. These verbs are super useful for beginners. Now, let's move on to what we do during the day. Ellie, what's your typical work routine?
During work, I usually sit at my desk and work on my computer. I answer emails and prepare presentations and reports. These actions are common for many professionals.
Absolutely. Sometimes I also have study groups with my classmates. This is when students meet to discuss lessons and projects. And you, Ellie, what do you do during the day, especially if you're working from home?
If I'm working from home, I also sit at my desk and use my computer. I might write scripts for our podcasts or edit audio. Sometimes I have video calls with clients and attend some meetings with the team. Very productive.
Indeed. Usually around lunchtime, I grab some lunch. I don't normally prepare it. What do you typically eat for lunch, Ellie?
I often have a homemade soup or a wrap, something light and quick.
Sounds healthy. I sometimes pack my lunch or grab something from a local cafe.
That's convenient.
Definitely. After lunch, we usually get back to class. This continues until the end of the day. What happens after your work, Ellie?
After work, when I'm at the office, I usually head home. What do you do when you get home?
Well, sometimes I chill on the couch and read a book.
That sounds nice and peaceful.
It is. Sometimes I also whip up some dinner. Do you like cooking?
I love it.
What do you like to cook?
I enjoy making stir fries or a simple pasta dish. They're easy to make and delicious. Sometimes I try new recipes from some videos I saw on social media or YouTube. That's always fun since you never know if the meal will be good or not. So after dinner, what's your usual routine, James?
After dinner, I usually do the dishes. Not my favorite activity, but it has to be done, right?
Me neither. I like doing the dishes while watching some series or lectures. Time flies if you do that. Have you ever tried?
Not really, but I loved your idea, Ellie.
Please do that and let me know how it feels.
Will do. What about your evening activities, Ellie?
Well, once a week I meet my friends to have dinner with them or just talk about our lives. That's always a great feeling. What about you? What do you do in the evening, James?
In the evening, I sometimes go for a run, and twice a week I play soccer with my friends.
That's good exercise.
Or I might listen to a podcast if I'm too tired. Do you like listening to podcasts too?
Absolutely.
Nice. What kind of podcasts do you enjoy?
I like many kinds, but often I listen to something educational or a storytelling podcast in the evening.
That sounds lovely.
So before going to bed, what do you usually do?
I usually brush my teeth again.
Good habit.
And then I hit the hay. What time do you usually go to bed, Ellie?
I try to go to bed around 10 p.m. or 10:30 p.m. tops. It's a good time for me to get enough rest. And you, James?
I usually go to bed a little later, around 11 p.m.
So to summarize our day, we talked about waking up, getting ready in the morning, going to work or studying, having lunch, finishing tasks, going home, relaxing, having dinner, and going to bed. We've covered so many useful everyday actions.
Yes, and let's quickly review some of the key verbs we used. Wake up, get out of bed, brush teeth, wash face, make breakfast, have breakfast, get dressed, head out the door, go to classes or work, sit at my desk, work on my computer, answer emails, prepare presentations, have study groups, write scripts, edit audio, have video calls, grab some lunch, go home, chill on the couch, read a book, whip up some dinner, do the dishes, go for a run, listen to a podcast, hit the hay.
That's a fantastic list. These are all things that everyone does regularly, so learning these phrases is super helpful for beginners. And remember, you can use these phrases to talk about your own day. Try to think about what you do from morning until night and say it in English. That's great practice.
You can even write it down. Writing can help you remember the words and phrases better. You'll just use I and the action you do and at the time you do it. For example, I wake up at 7 a.m. And don't worry if you don't know all the words yet. Just do your best and you'll learn more and more each day.
Exactly. Learning a new language takes time and practice. Be patient with yourselves and celebrate your progress, no matter how small it seems. That's such good advice.
Well, I think we've covered a lot about our day today. Hopefully our listeners found this helpful.
I hope so too. It was fun talking about our daily routines.
It was. And to our listeners, thank you so much for joining us today on Teacher Elza's Conversation Club. We really appreciate you being here.
Yes, thank you. And if you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please don't forget to subscribe to Teacher Elza's Conversation Club so you don't miss any future lessons.
And please share this episode with anyone you know who is also learning English. It would mean a lot to us. And we'd love to hear from you, so please leave a comment below telling us about your day in English or any other topics you'd like us to cover in the future.
Yes, we read your comments and appreciate your feedback. So until next time, keep practicing your English and have a wonderful day. Bye for now, everyone.
See ya!